guys, back with another weekly update. I'm James again with HobbyKing Live, and guys, what you just saw was the UK event happened this weekend over at Rougham Airfield, HK Live UK. We had a great turnout there. Close to 3,000 people showed up for the weekend. Lots of car driving, FPV racing, big plane flying. There's a lot of fun to be had. We also had some giveaways on Instagram, and that leads us to what's coming next, guys. End of July, you're going to want to jump on registration for the NL event. All you fans out there near the Netherlands, in the Netherlands, you're definitely going to want to head out to our event coming there July 29th through the 31st. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Again, you're going to need to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, because we're going to hit you with a ton of social media leading up to event and during the event. You are going, get registered, and we'll have a whole lot more information, especially regarding what we're going to be doing there FPV-wise coming real soon. So definitely stay tuned to the channel for that. As far as what we're doing here, last week we put together those Prime Jets for product profile. We got a chance to fly them, and we told you we were going to put FPV on it, so that's what we did. Got my Micro VTX. Next time you see us, we'll be outside, Max and I, and we're going to do a little racing with the Prime Jets with these Micro VTXs, and we're excited about that. And then down the road, we have one of our next, look at this guy, one of our next Glue and Go planes coming. That is the Madbird. Let me show it to you, because we're going to do a product profile on this guy, and he just looks pretty darn cool, or will look pretty darn cool, and big, a lot bigger than I thought he was going to be when we fly him. So we're going to do the product profile here. Stuart, on the other side of the planet, is working on the daily, and sometimes, as you may see, it doesn't go very well. So we'll see you in a second.
Really nice and simple assembly, really nice and clear instruction manual, and you can see there just how effortlessly. You can see there just how effortlessly. You can see there just how effortlessly. That's right. You can see there just how effortlessly. This is going in the weekly update. You can see just how effortlessly this goes together. Minimal part count and really minimal steps to get this going.
It is the weekly update. We've got planes behind us. It's getting dark outside. We were still doing more stuff on the Night Walrus, which dropped this week, guys. But while we were out here, Alex, if you've been following this kid on Instagram, I'll put his Instagram here. He posts a lot of his footage that he does out with us, chasing around all these awesome models. And we had the Night Walrus. We still had a fly beam, of course. We're never getting rid of that. So we're gonna put him up and let Alex do some dancing. Dance, boy, dance!
Weekly update time. We're getting ready for flying this weekend, and we've just got set up a little spray booth. There's Mark.
Hi guys.
And he's helping me out with my P40, because I'm doing a new scheme on the P40. It's always good to weather these things up and paint them up. So I'm going for, because I'm in Australia, a whitetail Australian version, and I'll show you the results once it's finished.
Right now. Greasing wax through me.
I've discovered something and I want to share it with you. I would usually use, you can see it here, this Tamiya masking tip, which works very, very well. It always has done for me. But I ran out of that, and then the only thing I had was the Blenderm that we sell. Now, this has been all done with Blenderm, and it works really, really well. Let's see if we can show you. So just pull that back. Its low tack means that the paint, just get that lifted up, doesn't come up with it, and it leaves a really nice sharp line. I'm doing this whilst holding the camera with my other hand. There we go. Nice sharp line. If you're wondering, going for the Australian scheme, so report back soon. Okay, so we are now down at the field. It's the next day. This is the PMAC Club. If you remember, we had the Sydney Australian flying here at PMAC Penrith, just outside Sydney. We have Mark and Ian there. There you go, all dolled up in HobbyKing and Durafly paraphernalia. The P40 that I was weathering up myself turned out rather well. Let's see if you can see that there. I've got it just ticking over. There it is, there it is. A combination of the Dutch markings and the Australian markings. And it really helps against these mountains that you can see behind me here. Really helps it pop, so we'll get some footage of that in a bit. What's being flown here? Mark is flying his... Well, actually Ian's flying Mark's Spitfire by the looks of it. So we'll get some footage of that. And maybe bring you a little bit more from the beautiful PMAC Club. Tell you what is really nice, now that I'm here in Australia, I get to go to clubs again. And I really miss that feeling. So it's good to be back in the game. Oh, that sounds a killer.
It is deadly. Nice. Yep.
Okay, so Ian's got his much loved Tornado 75, and speaking of speed, this is the Excalibur that we've just announced. Gonna give it a little go here. You can see the 2200 4S fits snugly in there. One of the really nice predominant features is that forward swept wing that you can really see there. It looks good and it gives it a bit more speed, so let's launch this. I'm gonna go out to launch, Ian.
Gone. Can't see it.
Hey guys, so that's gonna wrap it up for this week's weekly update. Micro VTXs on prime jets, just as good as we thought they were. When we filmed them for the product profile, we saw how stable they were as flyers, so throwing a micro VTX on it wasn't hard. Little 3M tape, battery slapped right on the canopy, and me and Max just had a lot of fun with these. But guys, again, that'll do it for this week's weekly update. Make sure you register if you want to head over to the NL event. Go to the HobbyKing news page, register for that, and then we'll be headed to the Drone Nationals in early August. But for this week, we are done. See you next week.